Hey, welcome back. It's Jason Walter here. The latest stimulus package was approved by the Senate a few days ago, and the House is expected to approve it as well either today or tomorrow. Then Biden is expected to sign it into law. This latest stimulus package is called the American Rescue Plan Act of 2021. In short, it provides $1,400 stimulus checks to eligible adults and dependents, as well as a federal boost to unemployment insurance of $300 per week through the end of September. Also included in this proposed bill is a larger child tax credit of $3,000 per eligible child, or $3,600 for children under the age of 6. There's also additional aid for small businesses in the form of more money towards the Paycheck Protection Program, or the PPP, and the EIDL programs, or the Economic Injury Disaster Loan programs. In addition, they have $25 billion for emergency rental aid, $10 billion for homeowner assistance efforts, and $350 billion in state and local pandemic relief, and much, much more. So in today's video, I'm going to break down the provisions of this proposed bill that may affect our housing market. And before that, please hit the like button if you appreciate real estate market updates, and also consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. I post videos about how this pandemic is affecting our real estate market. Okay, let's go ahead and dive right into the video. I should mention that at the time of this video, which is Monday, March 8th at around noon, the bill, or this proposed bill, has not been signed into law yet. Like I said though, the House of Representatives is expected to approve it, and President Biden has already signaled that he will sign it into law. So this bill has not been finalized as of yet, but here's what we know so far about how this will affect our housing market. Out of this nearly $2 trillion stimulus package, about $10 billion is going to be allocated towards what they're calling the Homeowner Assistance Fund. These funds will remain available until September 30th, 2025. I found the exact text of this proposed bill, so let me share it with you. So it says that this fund will be used to mitigate financial hardships associated with the coronavirus pandemic by providing such funds to eligible entities for the purpose of preventing homeowner mortgage delinquencies, defaults, foreclosures, loss of utilities or home energy services, and displacements of homeowners experiencing financial hardship after January 21st, 2020 through qualified expenses related to mortgages and housing, which include the following: mortgage payment assistance, financial assistance to allow a homeowner to reinstate a mortgage or to pay other housing-related costs, principal reduction, facilitating interest rate reductions, payment assistance for utilities, including gas and home energy and water, internet services, homeowner insurance, flood insurance, and mortgage insurance, and homeowners association, condo association fees, or common charges. In addition, any other assistance to promote housing stability for homeowners, including preventing eviction, mortgage delinquency or default, foreclosure, or the loss of utility or home energy services as determined by the Secretary. In other words, about $10 billion is going to be allocated to help stabilize our real estate market in order to mitigate the risk of eviction and foreclosure. This is on top of the forbearance and eviction and foreclosure moratoriums that we already have in place. This $10 billion homeowner assistance fund is basically like forbearance on steroids. We don't have all the exact details about how this will work, but once I find out, I'll be sure to make a video about it. However, they did mention that at least 60% of these funds shall be used for qualified expenses that assist homeowners having incomes equal to or less than 100% of the area median income for their household size, or equal to or less than 100% of the median income for the U.S., whichever is greater. The eligible entity shall prioritize remaining funds to socially and economically disadvantaged individuals. Okay, let's talk about the emergency rental assistance program that's going to be allocated here thanks to the stimulus plan. So approximately $20 billion shall remain available until September 30th, 2027 under this proposed bill. So how will these funds for the emergency rental assistance, how will they be used? It states the funds shall be used to provide financial assistance to eligible households not to exceed 18 months, including the payment of rent, rental arrears, utilities and home energy costs, arrears, and other expenses related to housing. Okay, so who is eligible for this rental assistance thanks to this proposed bill? So in order to qualify, obviously you have to be a renter. In addition, at least one individual who's obligated to pay rent has qualified for unemployment benefits or experienced a reduction in household income, incurred significant costs, or experienced other financial hardship due to this pandemic. In addition, one or more individuals within the household can demonstrate a risk of experiencing homelessness or housing instability, and the household is a low-income family. Again, this is not the final version of this bill, so more details will become available, and there may be some minor changes associated with this as well. So I'll be sure to make a video if there is any changes associated with that. In addition, this American Rescue Plan Act of 2021 is allocating approximately $5 billion for emergency housing vouchers, and these funds will remain available until September 30th, 2030. These funds are basically being allocated to qualified individuals and families in dire need of housing, such as homelessness or those at risk of becoming homeless. In addition, about $100 million will be allocated for housing counseling for low-income individuals and families. This proposed bill also provides $5 billion for homelessness and supportive services as well. This includes affordable housing, rental assistance, housing counseling, and homeless prevention services, for example. To summarize, how will the passing of this proposed bill, how will it affect our housing market in the US? So, in my opinion, the government is doing everything they can in order to avoid a housing market crash. They have introduced and extended the eviction and foreclosure moratoriums many times over the course of almost a year. They also have allocated qualified homeowners to enter into a forbearance, which allows homeowners to stop paying their mortgage for potentially up to 18 months. They have also introduced additional funds for unemployment benefits, which started when the CARES Act was passed last March. The Fed has also decreased their federal funds rate to at or near 0%, and that was done about a year ago, and that has helped keep mortgage interest rates low. In my opinion, the passing of this proposed bill further decreases the chances that we're going to have a foreclosure wave. However, don't get me wrong here. I'm not saying this is not going to happen, but I'm just saying it decreases the chances that we'll have a foreclosure wave. However, time will tell. But I think many of you would agree with me by saying that this is just kicking the can further down the road. However, and this is super important here, what's happening in our real estate market today is not sustainable. I always tell people that home prices cannot go up forever. So at some point, we're going to have a housing market correction. But the only question is when. In case you missed it, I posted a video last week about whether you should buy now or you should wait. I'll leave a link up here for you in case you missed that video. If you enjoyed watching this video, please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate that. And also consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. I post videos about how this pandemic is affecting our housing market, and I really enjoy making these videos for you. So I hope you're getting a lot of value out of them. Also, you can follow me on Instagram. I'm Sacramento Realtor. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.